Last week was, for me, mostly. Sorry. Um, if you're tuning in, this is your first time checking it out. Tomb of Annihilation is a 5th edition campaign module. It is probably the hardest of all the campaign modules. It takes place in Chult, which is just a giant peninsula of awful all the way through. Jungle and monsters and very little regard to actual challenge ratings and all kinds of stuff that DMs love and players hate. In addition to it being a difficult module, we're also playing with the meat grinder option, which means death saves are made at 15 plus, and we are also doing it with gritty realism in place, which means long rests take 7 days and short rests take 8 hours. Last time, the characters, the as of yet named party of adventurers, landed in Port Nyanzaru to find the source of a death curse that's been sweeping throughout all of Faerun. Is making it so that anybody who's ever been resurrected is beginning to rot away and kind of have like a leprosy thing going on. It is created by a machine called the Soulmonger somewhere in Chult, and that's about all the guys knew before they arrived. In Nyanzaru, Blues picked a fight with a guy who beat them up pretty quick. Got a few more clues, and then eventually bought some gear and headed out into the jungle. About 40 miles into the jungle, they came across a giant snapping turtle, which ended up biting off the head of the dwarf fighter Helvig. Wah wah. Fortunately, Helvig's player Clint, who is here, hello Clint.
What up?
Is not been dissuaded by the difficulty of this campaign setting and is joining us with a new character tonight who we will focus in on. We have one more character joining us. It's Joseph, who plays Lee. He will be in probably in about 45 minutes or so. And then other than that, we have Russell, who plays Red. Jordan, who plays the infamous Dr. Phil. Dr. Bert.
Now people are going to get the wrong idea. They're just going to see an old man with a mustache now.
I thought that's what he is. Dr. Bert. Dr. Philbert. I mean, his name is Dr. Philbert, right?
Yeah, his name is Dr. Philbert.
Well, there you go. And Jorian, this was too late for John, so he had to step away. We'll explain what happened to Jorian, who was the Azamir paladin on the adventure, once we focus in on that. But before we get going, I'm supposed to something. I had a Gleam contest running for the last month for Broadsword Magazine. I'm going to announce the winners real quick, and then we'll get started. Let's see, where's this damn thing? Grumble, grumble. Internets. Let's see. Our winners of the Gleam contest, winning a 12-month subscription to Broadsword Magazine. First of all, we've got Cyrus, son of Little Wolf, for referring his friend Alexander. Lord Hullo is another winner. That's Mr. Magoo. Randy Pfeiffer is our third winner. And these three will be winning a 12-month subscription to Broadsword Magazine. Kickstarter is still going on. You can go there and Kickstarter, do a search for Broadsword Magazine, or you can go to www.broadswordmagazine.com. We've got 7 days left on that, so get in while the getting is good. All right, that's enough advertising. So we are going to start up in city here. Questions before I get going, guys?
No.
Do we need to make background
noises?
Like we can talk in the background really quietly? The crowd.
Sure. That's good.
Get off my lawn, you kid.
Is that Is that Port Nyanzaru? The sounds of the
Get your cat eyeballs here. I don't know. What is a strange land eat?
who can say?
Tongue of newt.
Right, so Clinton, you were bringing us a brand new character, Faadil Al Saman. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, Faadil al-Saman.
Tell us about Faadil Al Saman.
Faadil al-Saman is the son of a high-ranking guild member, Thieves Guild member in Kalimshan. He also has a brother in said guild who is basically a bodyguard, and he's always been kind of looked down on by his brother, and his dad wants him to be part of the quote-unquote family business here. So Faadil is out to prove himself. He's trying to earn some goods for the Thieves Guild and appease his father and work his way up to being super bodyguard.
So what is he doing in Port Nyanzaru?
Well, he heard there's fame and fortune to be made down here. Pretty straightforward, but it would make a big name for him in the Thieves Guild if he could return, having survived Chult with plenty of goods and treasure.
Is the place for it if you can survive, of course. Naturally, you've heard of the dangers that lie in Chult, not for the faint of heart at all. Upon arrival, you found put that up there.
You put that up there.
Anyways, I don't believe you. You haven't been invited to a merchant prince's villa owned by one Wakanga O'tamu. Ritzy place, 2-3 levels. Basically an opulent mansion in the middle of the jungle. Courtyard surrounded by palm trees. Wild animals running through it. This is definitely one of the larger villas as well. Kind of an impressive place. Servants are kind of wandering around, and you're trying to. Amu has invited you there. There is where you see two figures. The first is going to be the first is going to be a person is the best way to describe it. You really can't tell if it's male or female. Sort of covered in blankets and robes with a hood pulled over her head. She's got a silver mask on. I say she. The next is is it Father Lean or Father Lear?
I'm sorry, you cut out for a second there. What was that?
It's your patron.
Oh,
Father
Lean.
Father Lean. Okay, so Father Lean, I would say be there if that's okay with you.
Okay. Are we there now?
Just your secondary character, or your patron, Father Lean, and Jordan. Do you have a goofy character in the back of your mind that could be hanging out here?
Yeah, Captain Pilfer, of course.
Oh, okay, Captain Pilfer. What's Captain Pilfer doing here?
Captain Pilfer's looking for his husband.
Okay, so there's Captain Pilfer. There is Father Lean. You have Faadil, who's just arrived, who've been invited to this place. Father Lean, what is Father Lean's reason for being here?
Well, as a representative of the Church of Ilmater, Father Lean is always looking to alleviate suffering wherever it may be found, and based off of what he's heard of Chult, especially throat leeches, it seems like an excellent opportunity to find some suffering and alleviate it.
Is that code for murder?
Well, not always no, but usually yes.
And what's Father Lean's relationship to Red?
Father Lean is sort of little bit of a mentor, more of an overseer figure for Red. Very much a more senior member of the church, and is broadly responsible for outreach to new regions and the sort of upgrading of established areas.
And when you arrived, this woman, this masked woman, Cinder Sylvain, was there. You know that she has sent Red into the jungle with a group of explorers. What else? I mean, why else would you be there to talk to her? Now, she's staying at this is not her house. This is a friend's house named Wakanga O'tamu, but these folks.
Well, I have high hopes in Red. He's a promising young fellow. However, he's also a little bit in the cannon fodder tier. I hope his mission works out, but I'm not expecting him to survive. So we don't want the mission to Chult to be a total failure. I'm here to get some facts on the ground myself.
Fair enough.
And being that as it may, Cinder Sylvain was Red's point of contact, so I thought it best to follow up with his patron.
Makes sense. What about you, Captain Pilfer? Why would you come and reach out to Wakanga O'tamu and Cinder Sylvain?
Captain Pilfer, for arriving, and obviously be serving aboard several vessels, maybe as an else, and eventually be incidentally actually. And when he heard tale of an elephant man in town, he started looking around.
Cool. And Faadil. So you've got what is Captain Pilfer? Isn't he a what is it?
He's so world.
But it isn't. Didn't you make him a one of those crab people from Ravnica?
He's not a crab person. He's the, what is it called? A simian hybrid?
Yeah.
Simic hybrid, yeah.
A simic hybrid. I don't like saying simian.
Simian, that's a monkey. All right. Another person joins you. It is she looks Chultan, definitely a native. Somewhat conservatively, but also you can tell she's a little bit well-traveled. She nods her head to each of you. Introduces herself as Azaka Stormfang. Then she goes and takes a seat. Looks like she's kind of done this sort of thing before. Any of you would guess she's probably some sort of local guide or something like that. Now, and Lean, eventually Wakanga joins you. He's a well-dressed, lots of jewelry, youngish, we'll say like late 30s, maybe early 40s. He's a merchant prince. It's a ton of money. He's got a retinue of bodyguards that travels with him. Probably a little bit more wizened behind the eyes. You can tell that he probably is a scholar. After all, there's tons of books all around, parchments, scroll tubes, things like that. Interesting artifacts hanging on the walls. He collected any sort of rumors around town, know that this guy's kind of the one you come to for magic. He himself is an arcane spellcaster, which is probably why he's friends with Cinder Sylvain, who was in her own right fairly well known for her affinity to magic. Each of you, and mostly Faadil, and he introduces you if you haven't already introduced yourselves yet. So he's like, Faadil, this is Captain Pilfer, and this is Father Lean.
Well met.
Hello.
Hard.
He explains kind of the situation to Faadil based on that it just so happened that Father Lean's acolyte and Captain Pilfer's husband managed to be in the same expedition. Put some feelers out in the crowd, and it sounds like they all kind of went into the jungle following some woman who claimed to be an expert in Chult, yet they left woefully underprepared for such an expedition. So Sindra, who hates to see money lost, got her friend to intervene. on two people. Faadil, who I assume you're looking for work. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm here
And
for
then
work.
this woman, Azaka, he explains, he's like, Faadil comes to us from Ben. He
Kalimshan, yeah.
He comes with great recommendations. He will be traveling upriver with Azaka, who, my own pocket, your mission, Faadil, is to find a Dr. Bert. Is that his name?
Yes.
And the others, the Red, there is a dwarf, I believe, and the woman and the Asimir. Once you find them, you are to return here immediately. And then once you do, you will be paid 100 gold pieces.
Agreed.
If you have any questions,
Hmm.
and this is the first time you've met Azaka,
What is the last known location of the group?
supposedly they were going. Kanga believes that it's likely gives you a copy of a map that's similar to the one. Apparently, it was Sendra's map. Believes that they headed along the River Shoshenstar. Some people say they might have been interested in going to a place called Mobala, which kind of turned his nose up a little at a mention of that. How long they've been out? It's been about 3 days since they left, so it's likely they've probably only gone about 40, 50 miles at most. The weather's been holding out pretty well in Chult. It's been mostly dry with just some drizzle in the afternoon, and seers are saying there's no real bad weather on the horizon, so you've probably got some pretty good time to catch up to them.
Well, if they've already got a 3-day lead on us, I suppose we'd do better to set out sooner rather than later.
And did you want Father Lean to go along, Russell, or did you just want him to kind of stay in port while Faadil and
Well, I think it'd be kind of weird to have two characters I'm playing, so no, he's just here for moral support.
Captain Pilfer?
Yes, we must rescue my acolyte.
Captain Pilfer
By
will
which I
warn you.
mean, you must rescue my acolyte.
And you've got to set up shop in town anyways, right?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get a house of healing, and houses don't float.
There's a bunch of heathens in this place.
And throat leeches.
Throat leeches. Hashtag throat leeches. Yeah, he recommends that you could probably go out and learn a little bit more along the way. He does say that he has an item that might be able to help you, though. He kind of looks amongst you. Azaka motions to Faadil. Faadil, he hands you a waterlogged. It's got an old leather cover that's pretty ruined by rain. Pages are all stained with mud.
And what is this?
He explains that it was brought out of the jungle about 15 years ago, describing a wizard's exploration of various places in Chult. Fortunately, not enough detail to locate him on a map. He does, however, make many mentions of his only traveling companion, a shield guardian named Vorn. So, he believes... He shows you the actual location where the treasure map was found. Fakakta thing to work. Do you guys see that on the map?
Yeah, it's a bit north of Camp Vengeance.
Yeah, name is a separate asset, so I gotta. Taka looks a little like she kind of frowns a little when she sees the location there. She's kind of nervously fiddling with. She does stand up and, kind of tells us a little bit more about herself. She's been all through just about anywhere you can think of. She comes highly recommended. But yeah, I mean, she's wandered far and wide through the jungle. She kind of knows where a bunch of stuff is, so she can definitely help you find them and steer you clear of any sort of dangers that you would find in the jungle. She doesn't really seem to take Faadil seriously. Maybe it's how old is Faadil?
He's 21.
I mean, looks kind of young. I mean, she's looks like she's almost 40, but still, help is help, right? And if you're getting paid, whatever. Anybody have any other questions for Wakanga before heading out?
Not here. Gonna hang out in town.
No questions.
Yeah, have fun paddling that canoe.
Wakanga does note that if you are able to find the Shield Guardian and retrieve its control amulet, he's can either offer you an award in gold, or he's got a spell book with some random spells in it. And,
Have a wizard.
I would prefer the gold.
says if you can find that, he'll pay you 500 gold.
Let us be on our way.
So, anything else? I mean, he's giving you this information. Anything you plan on doing before heading out?
Nothing here.
Do you have a canoe?
Why do you ask a rhetorical?
We do not have a canoe.
Azaka recommends that you probably get a rain catcher, some insect repellent, and a canoe before heading out.
All right, well, let's go do that then.
So she takes you to the Bazaar, the Grand Souk, where you can find such things. Insect repellent, get away with just getting the salve for 1 gold. Rain catcher is also 1 gold. And then your canoe is going to run you, what was it, 50 gold?
Yeah.
So how much does everybody have? I got 24 gold.
She says she can spot you, but you owe her when they come back.
Well, if this is successful, we should have plenty of money.
She gives you the difference, so 28 gold to buy all the things you need.
So that basically drops me to 0.
Basically drops you to 0.
Got in it for the money, and he's already broke.
Hey, you gotta spend some to make some.
Well, that's
Hashtag.
true. Have
Just less
money
I
to
gotta
make money.
carry. Okay, so we got our repellent, our canoe, and ring.
What other gear are you rolling with?
I'm sorry, say that again. You cut out.
What other gear do you have?
Me, studded leather, a couple of scimitars, backpack, rations, rope, crowbar, bedroll, a couple of torches, a pouch, water skin, and wet.
I think that sounds good. All right. Off into the jungle you go, set by a bunch of strangers that you've just met. Good luck. One second, I gotta bring something up real quick.
Am I dead yet?
It's getting close.
Just roll a d6. Anything below a 5.
Let's be real. Anything below a 6.
I'm dead.
This is a good run.
It was. He accomplished a lot in his 15 minutes.
So you set out in the morning of the 4th day of the month. It is, I think it's Storm of, or Hammer of Storms is the 4th month of the year. It's been relatively dry most of the week, but yeah, there's a bit of drizzle today. Fortunately, Azaka says that it doesn't of any sort. Otherwise, you'd be SOL. As you are walking along the coast here, hang on, I'm going to pull up something real quick so we can see where you are compared to. Assume Russell and you guys took a long rest after the deaths.
I think we might be trying to go back to town.
Really?
I don't know if we want to camp out in the jungle for a week.
What are you talking about, dude? I have a spell, and it is called... Gonna go great. Wild Cunning. They'll set up and take down our camp for us, find the campsite, get us food.
Is it a ritual?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe we won't die.
I know, right?
How will you defend yourselves from the horrors?
So that's what the spirits are. They find us an appropriate campsite. We go with automatically. This includes being attacked by a giant turtle.
All right, so see that red hex on the map? Glenn's dead.
Son of a bitch.
Clint the player, not the Faadil. Okay, so you are heading out from Port Nyanzaru. This is your red hex here. Let's see. It's going to take you... What was it? You can move at a quick pace. I forgot to mention this to you guys. So here's some notes on moving around through the jungle. Chult. Okay, so you can move at a normal pace, 1 hex per day on foot through coast, jungle, mountain, swamp, and wasteland. You can go by 2 hexes per day if you're traveling by canoe on a river or lake. Rate of travel up or down river is the same. River is so sluggish that current is almost imperceptible. Travel along a river is the same as the surrounding terrain. Canoes move 1 hex per day through swamp. If you move at a fast pace, to deal with progress is a roll of d4. On a roll of 3 or 4, you can advance 1 additional hex that day. If you move at a fast pace, you take a -5 to passive wisdom. So more likely to miss clues and get ambitious. If you move at a slow pace, roll a d4. On a roll of 1 or 2, you go 1 fewer hex that day. But your caution is rewarded and you travel the same distance. However, you do have the potential of moving 0. So if you roll 1 or 2. So having said all of that, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Clint?
Sure.
How fast do you want to travel to catch up with this party that might be still moving on ahead?
Probably as fast as I can go.
You want to do a fast pace?
Sure.
Okay, roll a d4. Good job. So you move 2 hexes.
He's paddling.
Boom.
You're gonna move the stupid canoe along the coast to get to the river. Well, I guess you could go by the river. So
Okay. How much time did that take to go those?
it's 1 day worth of travel.
Okay. Do we camp out here? Want to keep pushing? What do we do?
I'm bringing something up real quick. Oh dear. Your first morning out, you and your friend are attacked by velociraptors while you're on the beach.
Can I run away?
Well, you got to do a surprise round first, but yeah. Perception.
Perception is passive perception's 11.
See if I got a token for you yet. I think. Hey.
This is gonna go.
Yeah, I'm not real hopeful here.
Dave, you're gonna have to fudge these numbers, because if he dies before he even gets to the party.
Does Fandel have a brother?
He does, but he's
Let's
way
see.
higher level.
You know, that might be okay. I'm willing to bend the rules here.
Yeah, it's actually twins that set out on the.
One of
There's
them
Faadil
secretly.
and Faadil 2.
And more Faadil.
And then there's
Morphidil.
the oldest brother is most Faadil.
If you say it quickly, Morphidil sounds like a name.
Also sounds like a flower. That's a pretty Morphidil.
Yeah. I really love it when the Morphidil come into bloom.
What was our guide's name again?
Aka. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Why do you even bother making up names?
$20.
Wow, good job.
Man's quick on his feet.
Guys.
What does the guide sound like?
She sound like?
Sound like?
It's a she.
I can't do a female. We need Joe for this.
Oh.
She sounds like this.
Oh, that's what the voice in my head sounded just like. That's so weird.
And her name is
was
Falsetto.
Was that a microphone that she used?
That's a lot of a. That's a
Hey,
lot.
I just rolled the dice, guys.
Alright.
Okay, on my first turn, I die.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy.
And the voice. This is the voice in your head speaking. It might be a good time to run away.
A good initiative. And I'm sorry, what did you say your passive perception is?
Passive perception's 11. Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Well, sure, it was nice not knowing you too.
Oh, one more. There we go. I swear to God. Just
No.
clever girl. I don't mean to laugh so much, but
You know, I'm not even gonna bother rolling characters
Oh.
up until I'm back with.
I swear I won't try to kill you.
Now I do have stealth. Could I have been stealth before these guys appeared?
Use stealth if you're moving at a fast pace.
Were we not canoeing?
Yeah. It's like you stop to take a pee or something.
No, I disagree. I would have just peed off the edge.
All right.
Should be like Sports Center, where we think thieves are gonna go down here and then murder him from the side by biting his left butt cheek. We believe this group will just attack head on and go straight for his mouth. And,
for those of you
this
watching,
group is going to be flanking.
hashtag listening, I swear I don't have it out for Clint. I like the guy.
I'm just gonna
And,
say I had the
group-
screen kind of
Here.
zoomed in.
He's dead.
There are actually 5 more Velociraptors than I thought there were.
I hope there's not more. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. I got it. This group right here is just gonna stay there. They're good.
They're the reserve force.
How do I select all this?
Come on, guys. I'm trying to get the. All right. Tokens on this page. Yeah,
Hold on.
whatever. All right. Yeah, there's gonna be a surprise round first.
Yeah. Take a screenshot. Yeah.
Well, on the bright side, I'll be able to power my computer off before the storms hit.
I'll look up something real fast.
Hey, do you want me to make you another character while you die?
No, I'll spend the next week making another one that'll die in the first 5 minutes.
Now, you haven't died yet. Oh, good. There we go. So, fortunately, Azaka is not surprised. She curses.
She has like a dog whistle, right? That works on Velociraptor.
She looks at Faadil and says to him that he can't tell anybody about this. Do you agree?
I agree.
She turns to the Velociraptors and lets loose a loud roar, kind of like one you would hear from some sort of like wildcat. Next thing you know, hair is sprouting all over her body. Nails are forming on her hands and sharpen. Azaka is suddenly replaced with a large tigress standing on legs, still dressed, and she hisses at the Velociraptors, who look surprised at her and, frankly, a little frightened for a moment. Neil, what's your reaction?
That is a neat trick.
Velociraptors, who look moments away from pouncing, kind of
So it's
back away a little bit.
so you said it's my reaction.
Let's see, one quick thing.
How come my guide, or our guide, didn't turn into a giant tiger?
That's because you went cheap.
Hey, our guide made us eggs.
And then
Right.
died suppressingly.
Raptors are just they are circling around to get into a better position. Were momentarily disturbed by Azaka's transformation, but seem to be back on the subject of, but have yet to pounce. Faadil. Order, so.
Yeah. Arnie, is that just a bush next to me, or is there a tree somewhere I can?
Those are trees.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try that. Try and climb the tree right next to
Make a athletics check.
Be a 19.
Job. Yeah. You get 15 feet up the tree. Further if you want to dash.
Do I have to make another roll to dash?
Hey guys.
Hey Joe.
It,
If you look at the screen, he's gonna die.
I'm just
Roll
now
again,
getting
Clint.
into roll 20. Give me a sec.
Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you roll another athletics check?
Oh, I didn't know I had to. I didn't hear you. So yeah, I have to roll one to.
Hang on, let me give you. Go. You can move your token now too.
Okay,
You get-
another
you get-
athletics check here.
And I'm sorry, you can only get up. So you had to move 5 feet, so you can only get up 10 feet up the tree. 12.
Okay, shooting for
Yeah,
the.
if you do another athletics check, you can go up another 15 feet.
Oh
Okay,
god, what the
go
hell's
for it.
going on?
Well, he's like, I want to go to this party.
14.
Yeah, you advance further up the tree. Let's see. Raptors try pouncing on. Jeez. Yeah, scroll.
I really hope I haven't used all my luck for tonight because I had a green light at every single light on my way home.
Yeah, you messed up. You messed up. All right, they're pouncing on her.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
oh man, Faadil turned into a Velociraptor. This is awesome.
14
Yeah, it's my second
raptors?
ability.
I counted 15.
So, Faadil, from the base of the tree, you see them surrounding her. They are pouncing with their claws and their bites. She's bleeding a little bit, but she seems to be hanging in there pretty well. Likely that she's going to take too much of this.
Maybe
Now,
14.
what happens is she goes back and draws her scimitars and just starts laying into the little buggers. Faadil
My turn.
is
How much is the tree much taller? Can I keep going?
you're probably about as high as you can get in that tree.
Okay. I try a stealth. Be a 21 on the stealth.
Yeah, you're hidden. Or claim to fame, no matter what
Didn't I
sort of
stay
game we
that
play.
way?
Channeling Vastin.
Except I'm
Jump.
I'm a fighter this time.
Behind
Look
some
at me.
fronds.
We just need to actually have something to fight where I can, have a chance. That's all. That's all I'm.
Well, you did the wise thing this time and didn't just attack them and climbed up a tree. Decided to be nice and not immediately kill you, so...
Faadil's got a decent wisdom. He's got an okay wisdom.
Jeez, okay, so... 7. They're still pouncing on her. Bloodied up. They are hybrid tiger humanoid form. She's getting scratched apart. Tufts of hair are flying out. These little buggers are just laying into her. What's just crazy is they can't be much bigger than a turkey. A lizard covered in feathers, just totally vicious little monsters. She attacks again, taking out another pair of the monsters.
Well, if they kill her, we don't have to pay her.
Plus, you borrowed some money, so now it's just your money.
All right. As long as these velociraptors don't run off with it.
Go home, sell the canoe. That's straight profit.
And if you like scratch her teeth on you, you might become a weird tiger too.
Neat. Sorry, what'd you say?
What you doing, dog?
Hiding. I want nothing to do with however many raptors are left there.
She's bleeding profusely now. They're all over her. Granted, she's beaten the hell out of them. She doesn't look like she can take another attack. There are only 8 of them left, though, so she's killed 6 of the things. Faadil.
Yeah. Just watching the show.
Right. Let's see. One finally jumps up on her. She falls. They pile on her, and she is torn to pieces.
Man, that's gotta suck to die.
And now they are, well, those that aren't feasting on her. Eventually, after a minute of this, they just start picking at her body. What are you doing, Faadil, who's in a tree watching velociraptors eat your guide?
Just trying not to throw up.
Yeah. After a while, her bones are almost picked clean. There's the shredded remains of her. After they've had quite a meal, they eventually bugger off into the forest.
That somehow went better than expected.
I win.
So
yay!
we immediately hire and then lost a guide.
Hey, to be fair, so did we.
Yeah, why do we keep blowing money on guides? They're not really doing much for us.
You can pay for her.
Oh, I paid for the other one.
All right, Faadil, what are you doing?
Am I confident these things are gone?
Perception check.
11.
As far as you can tell, they're gone.
Okay, I'll start making my way back down the tree then, as quietly and slowly as I can, or gently.
Okay, stealth check.
18.
Yeah, her remains lie at the base of the tree, back to her human form. So we're pretty much eating most of her face, chest, whatever she was wearing is completely ruined. She's got a couple scimitars on her, little pouch, as well as her bag of gear, which the Velociraptors tore into, but seem to have left most of the stuff in there.
What's in?
Make a investigation check.
15.
Looks like the contents of an explorer's bag.
Okay. I don't have that in front of me. What's
Explorer's pack has a bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, water skin, 50 feet of hemp rope.
I'll
Bag
grab
itself,
a couple
though, is
of
ruined.
torches. So I'll have 5 total torches on me then.
There's a rattle in the trees right here, as well as over here.
Oh my god, Dave.
Jesus. Okay.
Over here, too.
Yeah, climbing back up the tree.
And back up the tree. Okay. Make an
Yes,
initiative
sir.
check.
Ow.
Let's see.
Dr. Burt, do you think they're going to send help for us?
Well, from my estimation, they've probably sent help, and it's dying right now.
Should we go save our rescuers?
I don't know, they probably died like 5 miles outside of the town.
Armor class.
16.
Okay. One of them charges at you from out of the bush and bites you. 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
And comes at you with its back claws. 6 slashing.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I think that's the first time you've missed me.
In this whole
Ever.
campaign.
Yeah, between
Seriously,
different
You've
characters.
hit me every time you've swung. No, I take that back. I think the snake or the turtle missed. Jesus Christ. Well, it's
Slash.
nice meeting you guys.
Alright, did you get killed?
Yeah, I'm down.
You at?
Do what?
Are you dead?
I'm at -1.
Oh shit.
Level 1, Dave.
Dave, we're level
Oh,
1.
you threw
What did you
fucking
expect to
velociraptors
happen?
At me.
I'm just rolling what the book tells me to.
But
You're the one that was digging through a pack after you were attacked by monsters.
And then he immediately dies again.
We don't know that.
Why wouldn't the Velociraptors just eat him? What the heck?
Let's see.
Suddenly, Dr. Burt comes trembling through the trees.
As a level 19 spellcaster.
Let's see. You guys Well, I guess it really depends on you guys. Let's look at something real quick. Real question is, even if you guys did stumble upon this, would you get involved?
Dr. Burt is a good Samaritan.
I think so, but we're like, what, 30 miles up the river?
I don't have any arrows, right?
I think you can make it. Yeah, you wouldn't have any arrows, and it depends on how much time you guys spent.
Hell no. I need arrows.
Fuck you, Joe. We're going.
I'm kidding. But I really want some arrows.
Which I know this is a brutal campaign, but I hate to be so brutal to Clint, like right away.
Clint's just gonna become Kenny.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Mm.
Jeez. So you're at -1. I'll leave it up to you, Clint. Do you want to survive?
I mean, yeah.
Easy question.
Right then. After the disaster that was you guys tripped downstream, you double pace moved back up. About 20 miles outside of Nyanzaru that morning while you're traveling, you come across a canoe that's tied up on the river. You can you do keep in mind. Oh, also in the middle of the night, before you headed out, Jorian disappeared. You waited for about a good 4 hours, called out to him as much as you could without trying to attract attention, and unfortunately never heard from him again. Low on supplies and low on options, heading back was probably your best bet. So that's what you spent the day doing. Come across this scene here where it looks like there might be somebody else camped out on the river.
Do we hear the telltale signs of a raptor attack?
What's your passive perception?
15.
I've got 15 as well.
I've got a 15.
Yeah, we all have
Okay.
15.
Yeah, you can hear some rattling going through the woods, and you can hear somebody screaming.
If we recruit somebody, technically we have less than a 50% casualty rate, right?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
You win some, you lose some.
It's really
Not me. I
annoying.
lose all of them.
It's,
Let's
the evidence
roll
suggests.
initiative.
20, 28.
Also, I want you to hover over it. That was a double natural 20.
And well, we've got to start up the battle queue before we roll initiative, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. After we roll the good initiative, that's true.
Double natural 20.
The tokens aren't still connected to you guys. It's really... Oh, it's Dr. Burt.
I love Dr. Burt.
Dr. Bird isn't loved by this land, though.
Yeah, so let me ask you guys this. On your travels up the river, what was the feeling after the attack? I mean, you watched Helvig have his head removed.
God, this is just depressing.
Orion just totally abandoned you in the middle of the night, or so it seems. Unknown, he could be dead.
I think he just went for help, but I don't think we can afford to wait that long.
He might have been really bad at getting help.
The best thing we can do is help ourselves.
Initiatives: Joseph 28, Red 10, Bert. Oh, never mind. Scroll down.
I'll spout off some statistics about like how many adventuring parties go off into the jungles of Chult and never seen from again.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, we're the lucky 1%.
We're not back yet.
I'm going to put you down here so you can actually. So through the undergrowth, you can see a man up against a tree being attacked by a pack of velociraptors. What do you do?
Joe's first.
And make a survival check. We'll say that you search for some arrows before you left.
Got a 16.
Yeah, you can have half your lost arrows back.
Ooh, that's actually a bunch.
Then you can take your turn now.
Are we going to a battle map?
Oh, duh. To move the bookmark. Boop.
Just trying to see how many arrows I have. Half of them. Cool. And I'll take a shot at.
Do it from there. You're gonna have some cover in the way.
Trying to figure out what would be cover and what wouldn't be. Do you think like here would be?
Probably half.
I guess I could step up to like here and then run back.
You should be good there.
Yeah, I'll make a longbow attack at the one that's closest to me. They've already moved, so it's just regular 14 to hit.
Hit.
That's 4 damage. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Anything else?
I'll move back to here. That should be good.
Let's see. To reprogram the tokens after this battle, because for whatever reason the damn thing supposed to.
There's 2 of them now.
Hold on.
Wow, that's. Is that really a level 1 thing?
Yeah.
Mirror image spell.
What kind of homebrew garbage is this?
That's it.
What'd you say?
Just joking.
We all got free magic items. Didn't you like yours?
Yeah, I've got my +3 plate armor.
Okay.
One hightails it with an arrow sticking in it. The others charge at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, oh, he's knocked out.
What's your armor class?
My AC is 16.
Tries to bite you, gets the cuff of your leather, comes back with the back claws, but you're actually able to sidestep that one. They don't seem to have noticed. Bite you and gets you right in the shoulder. Hit you with your claws, but though bleeding, you're able to get out of the way. You have what, 2 hit points?
I have 4 left.
And I'm seeing your AC is 13. Is that not right? Oh no, duh. Raptors. Eh. This one continues to pick at Faadil. Next up in initiative order is Red.
So let's see. The one who was shot ran away, right?
Yes.
And what's the status of the man lying in the ground? Is he actually being attacked by the raptor?
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of picking at him. He's unconscious, but it's hard to tell from where you're at.
Okay. I'm going to move closer to him and then cast Sanctuary.
Yep.
Targeting Faadil, who I do not know. So the raptor can't attack him unless it passes a DC 13 Wisdom save.
That's good. Anything else?
That's actually, that is a bonus action. So then I will move over here, and I will attack the raptor with flanking. Do disadvantage. I have a 12 to hit.
Barely missed it. He ended up brushing its side, knocking a few feathers off, but not much else. Dr. Burt, your companions who, well, you guys never told me how you felt about Dr. Burt after those days.
Wary.
Hate him.
Your character's dead. You can't hate him.
He was optimistic, and we're all a little bit naive. Mistakes are made.
Okay. Well, Dr. Burt, these two companions, Lee, who's been somewhat wary, even though some might say that it was her fault. That's a rock. You can't go through it.
That's a rock?
It's a rock.
Why are there rocks in this game? Broken. Okay, I can do this. 25, 30? No, sorry, 30.
That, nah, never mind.
Where were you? Right here?
Here. Thing. Ah, whatever. I will attack with my scimitar. It's gonna be amazing. The druid has a scimitar.
Wait, are druids allowed to use metal weapons?
They don't like metal weapons, but Dr. Burt is a hypocrite. That's a 17 to hit.
It's a hit.
That's 6 slashing damage.
Very good job. Yeah, you bugger right in its tail.
When I let out a elephant scream.
You trumpet.
Trumpet.
Oh, this edition they can use metal weapons. Okay.
Well, Faadil, you want to make a death save?
Sure. How does this work again?
You roll a d20 and hope to God you get a 15 or better.
Nope.
You don't add your con mod?
No.
No.
Ugh.
The
Straight
only
to
bonus you
20.
can ever get on a death save is reverence standing within a certain range of you.
Only that character too, right? Can't be any other cleric or paladin?
Yeah, it has to be reverence.
Lee.
Oh, and monks can get the bonus too. I'm gonna make a melee attack.
Yeah, after the Velociraptor got hit by Terrified. Yeah, Dr. Burt. The one between you and Red, though, be hanging in there.
So which one is the one between me and Dr. Burt damaged?
Yes.
I'm gonna attack that one.
Yeah, okay.
That's a 8 damage.
You kill it.
Can I make a bonus action attack with my other short sword?
Just don't get to add your mod.
Yeah. So is it just a straight D20?
It would still be with advantage. Just don't add your mod to... Wait, I think it's just a damage.
So I still just roll it like a normal attack. Okay. I just don't get damage.
Yeah, you roll a normal attack, you don't add it to your damage.
Okay. That's a 13.
Hit.
So that's 1d6. 3.
All right. This one makes its wisdom save. It bites you again, Faadil. This one Oh, it doesn't disengage. It just runs. So two of you can make attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
I miss.
Eight's probably a miss.
How much did the raptor bite me for?
For a failed death save, I'd imagine.
So that's 2 failed death saves.
The
Awesome.
save. Next initiative order, I believe, is red.
Yeah, so there's a dead raptor, a couple raptors that have run away. I'm going to hustle over towards the man whose breathing is slowing down rapidly, and I would like to attempt to stabilize him.
Okay. Medicine check.
Medicine check.
Okay, what's the warlock that gets the improved spare the dying cantrip?
It's a natural 1, turns into a 6.
Okay, well, you do not stabilize him.
I am the worst cleric.
Dr. Burt.
Dr. Burt will come over here, and he will take a berry from his trunk and then stick the trunk berry into the dying man's mouth.
Deal. You come to. There is an elephant humanoid in front of you and a very unattractive red-haired man.
Hey now.
I imagine the elephant's got his trunk in my mouth too. Which...
But on the plus side, you're not being eaten by a velociraptor. Lee.
Yes.
So I have one hit point after that, right?
Yeah, you have 1 health.
Actually, it will be your turn now. Faadil. Velociraptor on top of you, and 2 strangers.
Okay, and standing up doesn't cost me anything.
Dead,
Right?
eaten body of your former companion.
All right. Well, I get up and I draw my scimitars and I slash at this freaking little raptor trying to.
Okay. We're gonna attack.
Never mind the 6-sided dice. That's still messing up on. So I got a
Weeks
16 to hit.
as you hit it so hard it bounces on the ground. Make your second attack.
Whoops, hold on. That's a 21. No, 19 to hit, I'm sorry. No.
Your
that should be
strength
more than
modifier.
19. Yeah, it's actually dex, so
Either way.
yeah, that's right. So it's a 19 plus proficiency. It should be a 20.
It's a hit, but still you I mean you add your dex to the attack, you just don't add it to the damage roll.
Okay. Damage 1d6. Nice. Okay, I mean I hit with both of them, right? So I should have two damage. Sorry, you cut out. What was that?
It's Lee's turn.
There's still a raptor.
But I only rolled 1 damage roll.
You rolled the other die, didn't you?
No,
You got
I
a
said,
16.
I said never. Yeah, I said never mind those dice because my rolling is messing up here. It's rolling 2 6-sideds instead of 1 with the attack. I hit the wrong button. So that damage I did there was false, basically.
The damage I see on that first roll shows it as is just 1d6 for me.
Yeah, it shows up as that, but it rolls 2d6 and it takes the lowest.
Yeah.
Oh. Why is it doing that?
Don't know.
I don't know. We were trying to figure it out earlier.
If you like to
And I
go
forgot it
into
was
your
good.
attack settings and you can change it to 0d6 and it won't roll that second damage die automatically. Or you can change the settings to not roll damage die automatically.
Yeah, I needed to do that. Hold on.
The higher number that you got.
What was the higher number? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's funky.
So basically, what I'm saying is I did this 1 damage on my second attack, so I need to roll a damage roll for the first attack.
Being 8 slashing is your first attack. 1d8 plus 3.
No, it's 1d. It's supposed to be 1d6 plus 3.
Yeah, I see it as 1d6 plus 3, and it dealt 5 plus 3.
That is what I
Right.
see as well.
Right, and
Yeah,
that's,
that's
what
what I
shows up.
counted.
But it's rolling 2 dice, and it's taking the lower of the 2. Is what I'm saying. You guys aren't seeing the die roll. You're seeing the result.
Well,
Yeah.
let's not dwell on this for too much longer. We'll say you killed it.
Wait, where is it rolling at? Like, where do you see it that it's rolling at?
3d
let's
dice.
let's get this figured out pretty quick.
The 3D
Yeah,
dice is
don't worry about it now. I'll,
3D
I'll
dice.
worry about it some other time. I'll just roll the dice separate. I just forgot that I had set it that way.
Okay, so there's the dead body of a woman, picked clean by velociraptors, and this man whom you just saved are all still about 20 miles outside of Port Nyanzaru. You can actually see the Bay of Chult in the distance.
Dude, fuck this jungle, right?
Yeah,
PG-13.
looks like you have it as bad as we do, friend.
Yes, I appreciate your help.
We're heading back to town. Would you like to come with us? More safety in numbers.
I would, but I'm looking for a group out here.
Basically, this is
Although
this.
I'm guessing I would assume by the Elephant Man.
Sure.
Okay, let me rephrase that then. Yes, let us head back to town and restock.
Well, my name is Red. This is Dr. Burt, and of course we have Lee here. She's the one who's very good with a bow.
If we're using titles, I'm a professor.
Well met. My name is Faadil Al-Saman.
Faadil, hmm? So, what are you doing out here? It's a strange place to wander.
I am searching for something, and it will net me a nice little profit.
Hmm. Yeah, we tried to make some money once too.
It is not going so well, is it?
No, it's very difficult.
Well, let us regroup then and get our wits about us.
Agreed. I'd do well with a good night's sleep for once.
You don't
I
want to
agree.
camp. I mean, you've only been. It's mid-afternoon. It's started to nothing crazy, just steady rainfall.
Can I take the pouch off of the eaten one?
It's about 70 gold inside.
Excellent.
All camping out here.
How much of the woman is left?
A lot. They got her pretty good.
Well, I will try to collect what remains I can for a burial.
I would suggest we get out of here. These raptors, they keep coming back.
Hmm.
Just-
At least get us out on the water. Get us out of the woods.
Whose canoe shall we take?
Did you recover the canoe
Yeah.
from the turtle? Oh, okay.
We can take both
We
canoes
can
back
take-
to town and sell one of them.
By the way, guys, you get 70 experience, or sorry, 75 experience for the fight with the Velociraptors.
Oh my god. Wait, 75? Oh god.
We're like 10 away from level 2, right?
We're at 296.
Or like, Dave.
Go ahead and take the additional 4. I'll let you milestone it up.
Is that going to include our
And Faadil
new
will get
friend Faadil?
Faadil gets 70, but he doesn't go up yet.
Yeah.
So he gets an additional 70 on top of the 75, so 145 for Faadil. The rest of you can go right to 300.
Yay.
What's the plan?
Go back to town and cry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You know what? Actually, we can cry right now.
Yeah, let's just cry right
That's
now.
good. Cry on the way back to town.
We've got
Paddle
this
and
cool
cry.
thing called We Leveled Up, and now like
No, it takes a week to level up.
Dave did say we can level up on short rest.
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe tonight. No, it's still 24 hours. That's not overnight.
Short rest is 8 hours.
8 hours.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
All right. Thought it was 24. Okay. I won't object.
Okay, so heading back.
Yes.
Hurry.
While you are paddling with your new companion, all of you pretty exhausted in your boat, you see something flying overhead. At least 3 of you do. Faadil doesn't see it. He's kind of some sort of creature whose shadow is falling over you as it flies.
Never
I do not
trust
like it,
anything
Sam.
that casts
It's like
a shadow.
a bird humanoid. In fact,
Is it one of the
there's a
terrors?
couple of them, like 3. They're dressed sort of like monks. Feathers. They're decorated with yellow feathers, and they are headed. Looks like to the southwest, or excuse me, southeast. You though,
Are they bird-like, or are they...
they're bird-like.
Can I?
Do I
get any
recognize them as
healing?
Aarakocra?
Does anyone have any healing I could get by chance?
I'm out. Once I level up, sure, but not now.
I can give you a second berry.
Okay. So it's just one more hit point.
Yeah.
Okay, every little bit helps.
You now have 2 hit points, and I have what, like...
It begins to fall. The rain has slowed down to a drizzle again. Are probably a good 10-15 miles from Nyanzaru.
Might be time to make camp for the night. We could all do with some rest after today.
Indeed.
I agree.
So you set up camp with what supplies you have. Well, how many? Do you have any tents?
Yeah,
I don't.
I can cast Wild Cunning to find a suitable shelter.
So you use your ritual to cast Wild Cutting. In the middle of castling, there is a group of 4 people on a canoe heading the direction from which you just came.
Those poor fools.
Yep.
They're gonna die.
They look at Lee and kind of furrow their brow as if they almost recognize her. Immediately, Lee, you recognize them as members of the Emerald Enclave.
Oh.
The person that recognizes you's name is Aluala.
Aluala.
She lives in the islands further up north. She's been with the Emerald Enclave for just about an extra year than you have. She waves. She's like, Lee!
Aluala, it's good to see you. Where are you heading out this way?
She looks over. She's like, we are headed into the jungle to help rid the peninsula of undead terrors. What are you doing here?
We were making our way towards camp. Which one were we headed towards? Righteous or Vengeance?
Righteous and then Vengeance.
We were headed up, making our way towards Camp Righteous when we got ambushed and about half of our group died. We were coming back to regain our supplies when we ran into this one getting attacked by raptors. So we're hoping to restock soon.
She nods. Make a charisma persuasion check with advantage, Lee.
Yeah. Maybe. Hey, 16.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to have heard of Camp Righteous. They said they are headed Vengeance, which they've heard of, so they can meet up with the Order of the Gauntlet and probably head south into the west towards a place that they've called Hurakamar. She shows you on the map where it's located.
Well, I mean, that looks like where we're also headed, so could we venture together?
She nods. She does tell you they really don't have enough food, but they could probably scout for some stuff. And she shows you on the map where Hurakamar is. Way down south. Part of the Cobalt Mountains.
Oh, whoa, that's way down there.
Hmm.
I will say that I'm a pretty good. I'm pretty knowledgeable in gathering food, and I might be able to keep us supplied.
She nods. She's like, well, what is at Camp Righteous?
Out of character, I don't exactly remember.
It was
I think it Order the.
Oh.
No, it was the Flaming Fists.
Order of the Gauntlet.
They were both Order of the Gauntlet?
I thought one of them was Flaming Fist.
You didn't get too many details. I think. Who told y'all what? I need to take better notes. But no, it's Order of the Gauntlet. Flaming Fists are up north at Fort Balarian.
Okay.
She tells you a little bit more about Rockhammer. Supposedly, it was once a dwarven mine and a forge. Unfortunately, the dwarves got pushed out of it, and they've been tasked by some locals to learn what they can. It's believed that creatures called fire newts have taken it over.
That's pretty scary, but we can probably help deal with that.
I'm still in favor of returning to town. We've been through quite an ordeal.
Quite an ordeal.
Alula nods. Her companions are kind of looking like, hey, times time's going. We're probably going to go about 40. She shows you on the map where they'd planned on stopping and clearing some of the forest stuff. I'm dead.
Where is it they're going to be?
We were going to get off around here where it meets and then march their way south. Camp Vengeance.
Did you ping or did you draw? Okay, I just didn't see it.
They would probably pass through Mabala.
Yeah, and that's where we really want to go. Well, I mean, my group was entrusted to work together, and if they wish to return to town, I guess I have to go along with it, even though it would be nice to travel with you guys.
She nods. She's like, is everything okay? You look pretty, I mean, you're still pretty bloodied up, right?
Yeah, we are pretty worse for wear.
Yeah. I think only
Dr. Bird.
it's taking damage.
I think Dr. Bird hasn't taken any damage.
Yeah, I'm okay too.
We just look emotionally damaged.
Yes, yeah. No, it's gonna take some recovery time.
Chef. Okay, so what's the final verdict from all of you?
I say town.
Town.
I'd say go with them.
What's Faadil?
Town from me.
Yeah.
Good one. So are you gonna go with him? So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with them into town. I'm not gonna split the party.
and you're dead.
Yeah, we just went to opposite sides of the continent. It's fine.
You finish making camp. Alula waves goodbye. South down the river, eventually disappearing into the jungle. It continues to drizzle throughout the night, eventually turning into a mist in the morning. You used spell, right, to kind of protect you all.
Yeah, do you want me to read Wild Cunning? Or... It basically
It's
says
fine.
food finds a shelter.
We've got maybe a nice overhang, some
Yeah.
edible moss.
Yeah.
I love edible moss.
I mean, it's like whatever a spirit animal thinks we can eat, so it's probably not going to be gourmet.
Mm.
More encounters in the morning other than a few birds, a couple of monkeys. Pretty quiet evening. Light mist when you wake up in the morning. Let's head back out.
When
Yes.
we level up and we get more spell slots, we just get the spell slots we've gained as open spell slots, correct?
Yes. I
Well,
believe
here's
that
the good
would be how it
news.
was.
You all managed to paddle back to Nyanzaru without any further issue.
Oh, good.
Sweet, we won.
Yes. Now we can sell that canoe and retire off the money.
Yep.
Yeah, so you back in Nyanzaru. By afternoon, it's cleared up and it's dry again. Yeah.
To
So what are we doing?
the nearest chapel to get some healing.
There is Temple of Suni.
I'm
Sure,
not
let's
going.
go
I'm
there.
not going back there.
Remember,
Oh.
it costs money. Wait, you
I
rested?
have 70 gold.
You rested, right? So healed?
Oh, that's right. It's one hit die though, right?
I can use my channel divinity now and actually get you back up to half health.
Okay, so that'll put me at 6.
I'm also pretty damaged.
I cannot heal people above half health. So how much health do you have, and what is your maximum?
I am below half, but that'll only heal me 2 hit points.
So how much is...
I'm at 4, my max is 12.
Okay.
3 on a D10. That's terrible.
And how about Faadil?
I'm at 5 hit points, and I got 12 total.
Well, yeah, so I'll heal you both up to half then.
Why, thank you.
I'm glad to be of service, however I may.
You are all sort of stumbling back into town.
Yeah, what was that inn we stayed at? The Running Lizard?
Something like that, yeah. Is that where you're all headed back to?
I would like to go there and rent a bed and then fall in the bed.
Same.
Will we be taking a long rest?
Yes.
Hey. So, a week of long rest, that means I would say you guys can do most downtime activities that aren't too vigorous. We gather information, things like that in the downtime. You can go see your dinosaur races.
Wait, how many days were we gone?
You were gone for 5 days.
Today's the day of the dinosaur races.
Hey,
Oh,
there you go.
perfect timing.
Yay,
I'm gonna go see the dinosaur races.
go see the dinosaur races.
Dinosaurs.
Come on, Dave. I know there's like a paragraph of exposition in there at least.
Hang on. Loading. Yeah, everybody's getting ready for the dinosaur races. The places are decorated. You see the animals that are out there. They've already started collecting bets on the different dinosaurs. Let's see.
Can I turn into a Velociraptor?
So here are the different dinosaurs that you can bet on for those who wish to bet.
Hell yeah, I do.
Let's see. There's one called Big Honker. Is a young Tyrannosaurus Rex. Everybody's got big money on him. You've got Ooptow's favorite, a young Triceratops. Let me see if there's some sort of handout I can do. What else is people doing while? Or
Well,
I'll probably send a message to my my contact in Kalimshan and just let him know how things are going.
okay. What about the what you call your allies here? Sylvain, and then O'tamu, as well as I imagine at this point they've told you that other Lean is in town, as well as the pirate.
I should go see Father Lean.
I should
I'm
go
sure he'll be happy and not at all surprised to see me. I thought you were dead.
Unfortunately, there's no. Yeah, so you're different. You've got Big Honker. It's a young Tyrannosaurus Rex. Ooptow's favorite, a young Triceratops. It's been on a streak lately. You've got Banana Candy, Hadrosaurus, Bone Cruncher, Ill-Tempered Allosaurus, Grung Stomper, a young Ankylosaurus, Scarback is a T-Rex on its last race, Nasty Boy is an Allosaurus with a famous trainer, Jungle Princess is a Deinonychus with a frightened jockey, and then Mountain Thunder is an aging Dimetrodon. So these are all your dinosaurs. The best odds are going to be on Big Honker, who's the young T-Rex. Your worst is going to be on Mountain Thunders that pays out 7 times if he wins.
Ooh.
Mountain Thunder. How close seats are available?
It's all around town, and it's done through the market ward, so you can just grab a seat on the street and they run through there.
How close to the starting line can we get?
Crowd's already built up pretty well. The starting line is, if you can see it.
What kind of bets are there?
Anything you want. It just depends on the odds. So Big Honker, Uptail's Favorite, Banana Candy, Bone Cruncher, Grung Stomper, Scarback, Nasty Boy, Jungle Princess, and Mountain Thunder. Your best bets are going to be Honker, Uptail's Favorite, Banana Candy, and Bone Cruncher, which seem to have the best odds. The rest are not so well. Grung Stomper's got about even odds.
We could bet a canoe.
Is there
Sell your
anything like
canoe
horse racing
for-
where you can bet on like placing or anything, or is it just winner?
Just winner.
Dave, I wanted a full-on gambling simulator.
Yeah, Dave.
Instead, I'm getting a role-playing game, and this is not what I signed up for.
Sorry.
Also, maybe not right now, but later, could I just turn into a dinosaur and participate in this race?
Sure.
That's how we make a lot of money. Eventually.
So for betting odds, what did you say like the odds were for like banana candy?
Banana Candy is going to be 3 to 1.
So that
Wait,
pays out bet and a third.
Yeah. And the bookies tell you too, like they can, if you don't have gold, they could put you up on credit.
Oh, we've got money. We'll go. Trying to decide how much I want to spend.
Well, in the meantime, I would like to spend my week performing religious services, so I will meet up with Dr. Lean, and I'll be around town collecting alms for the new House of Healing and also providing primitive medical services to those who need them.
I'm gonna go five gold on Grung Stomper and 5 on Mountain Thunder.
Bid on Grung Stomper.
Grung Stomper and 5 on Mountain Thunder.
Looks like Grung Stomper did not place on Thunder. The Mountain Thunder also did not place, so you ended up losing your gold.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm gonna
you
spend
doing,
my
Faadil?
time. I'm gonna spend my time looking for other work. Anything I can find that'll pay out.
Sure. So you come across a guy named Roka. Okay, he's a human male. He's Chultan. And he thinks that let's see. Wants to know if you can help him with a mission at Fort Balarian. Basically, he kind of breaks it all down to you like this. He's got an idea. Pirates have formed an alliance with Flaming Fists. Okay. And he wants to find some sort of proof for some of his employers. Now, as a reward, he can offer to cover the cost of exploration for you, about 50 up to 50 gold. And now he does warn you that you might be on the Flaming Fist bad side if you get caught. Also introduce you to a couple of wilderness guys as well, and will be willing to pay their fees. So you can get free guides just as long as you help this guy in Fort Balarian.
Free
How far away-
cannon fodder.
How far away is Fort Balari?
Valorian. I'm going to bring up the map real quick so you can see. Is to the north of Port Nyanzaru. See it?
That sounds promising. Might actually be able to take a boat around the coast. I should run it past my companions and see what they say.
Yeah, Lee looks downtrodden as she's, well, maybe she looks downtrodden. Lost some money today in the races.
I had a
Dr.
good
Burt,
time,
what
though.
are you doing? Dr. Burt.
Oh, sorry, you cut out. Do you allow me
I don't know what it is.
to turn into a bear for pit fighting?
Sure.
Can you turn into a bear?
I can turn into a brown bear. CR1.
Are you a moon druid?
Yeah, because I first was a shepherd druid. Well, I'm gonna get pigeonholed, so better play a moon druid.
Alright, pit fighting, pit fighting. Where are my rules for pit fighting?
You make an attack roll, a strength roll, and a... I forget.
Athletics
Strength,
or
yeah, strength, athletics, dexterity, acrobatics, and a constitution roll.
And one of them can be replaced by a weapon attack.
Yep, that's right.
But what if I'm just a bear, though? Or a tiger, I guess.
Or you can make an attack with a tiger. Have you seen a tiger?
Yes. I've been in all the crystal spheres.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Come on, Dave.
I'm gonna call BS on that one. You can change into any monster that you've seen since you've been on your trip that's in your CR rating.
Well, I want to look at the stats on a Dynamis, but I don't have bolts, so. Oh, it's in the Tomb of Annihilation handbook.
Yeah.
It's the closest thing I can find to a raptor.
You can also turn into a Velociraptor.
I didn't see
Odd some.
list.
It's a CR 1/4, so you can turn into a Velociraptor, but you can also turn. Deinonychus is probably better. They're a medium beast, and you've seen them in the races.
Did you trying to find
Yeah.
a stat block for that?
I think I've got it here. Hang on. I've just shared it with you guys.
Swarm of kippers.
Kippers.
And so they 13 AC, 26 hit points, moves 40 feet around, have a pounce ability. Attacks.
I don't see strength and dex mods on these.
15 for both. It's not in the character sheet there that I just shared with you.
No, there's not very much here.
This is bio and info.
No, it doesn't give you the second. Okay. Yeah, both 15s.
So that's athletics, so that's +2, and then wisdom, which would be insight, so that's +5. So first is athletics check. Oof, that'd be a 3.
All right, that's 1-1. You need at least one success.
Next +2. That's 20. It's an at 20.
Hey, there you go. Oh, I got to roll against it, right? Second, let me.
So like 2d10 plus 5 DC.
Yeah,
So it'd be a 22 total.
take it. See if you actually built the first one. Beat the first one too. What do you see? You got on that a 3?
I had
Lower than that, so you failed that one. But you got one success at least.
Okay, and then this next one's gonna be a +5. I guess it gets adds quick. That'd be 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you just barely pulled it off. So you've got 100 gold pieces.
Guys, we're flooding in cash now.
Well, that's what you spend
What?
your week doing.
We could buy 2 canoes with
We
that
could
kind of
buy-
money.
I should know, since you were pit fighting, that is a strenuous activity. You would not get a long rest.
Mm.
Well, we already did the rolls, so might as well just go die in the woods now.
Fortunately, no complications came out of your pit fighting. Red, you were off healing and helping people and doing religious rites.
Yep.
Do you want to do, what is it, religious service?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
So at the
That's what?
end of that, I
Either
make
intelligence, religion, or charisma persuasion.
Oh, do I get to choose?
At the end of the required time, chooses to make either, total of the check determines the benefits of the service.
Well, in that case, I will make a religion check. Which will be.
Oof.
So that's no benefits.
Yeah.
These people are really ungrateful. I gave
Yeah.
out 3 band-aids.
You fail to make a lasting impression on the Chultans with your work. In the meantime, Father Lean is watching over you. So let's say you get a bonus. Still not enough to do anything that great.
Father Lean, I collected 3 copper and some stale bread.
Lee, what are you doing in your downtime?
Let's see. You think I could make some money making some maps? What would that be? Would that just be wages?
I think so, yeah.
Can I just make a cartographer's tools check?
Let's see. You make an ability check or charisma or intelligence using a set of tools. So intelligence using a set of tools to do it. So if you have proficiency, that you get a +2 plus your intelligence modifier to the D20 roll.
It's a 19.
19. Okay, so you get to live a comfortable lifestyle for the week.
So I know we're not rolling real dice here. Would somebody like to trade random seeds?
What do you mean random seeds?
Random seeds used to generate the numbers that the dice are simulating.
Let's see.
I think I'm just gonna spend the time relaxing, waiting for these guys to finish up whatever they're doing.
And am I missing anybody? That's everybody, right?
Yep.
All right, so a week passes. Eventually, you come back to, or in town, not Silva, Syndra hears that you're in town. Faadil, you tell your new companions about your potential mission.
Yeah, it sounds promising. It's around the coast rather than up the river into the jungle.
I'm
Fort Balarian.
I don't know the Flaming Fists, but I'm reluctant to potentially cross them if they. I've heard they're followers of Ilmater among them.
All right, just giving us some options.
What does everybody else think?
I don't honestly know what's a good area to go to. It seems like no matter what direction we pick in, it's going to be death.
Yeah, they're all bad areas.
Maybe we
Well-
retire and just accept the fact that people can't be magically revived anymore.
So the Fort Bolarian thing, that was just like a scouting mission, right? To see what they're doing with the
Oh, he plans on breaking into the fort commander's office and looking for documents while you create a distraction.
Oh. Up to you guys. He's basically offered to pay for the traveling costs too to get out there, up to 50 gold. So we wouldn't be losing anything other than reputation if we get caught.
Well, I don't hate the idea of not going back to that river.
I thought we were supposed to be good people to rob things.
But they might be pirates.
But my husband's a pirate.
You are a strange elephant man.
I'm just here for the money.
You joined the wrong group, buddy.
I've made money. I've made 50 gold so far.
You can loot our corpses.
Indra, after back in town, she requests your presence at O'tamu's villa.
All right, let's go.
She wants to get the word on what's been going on and is curious as to where Sir Jorian and Helvig are, to know what happened to Azaka.
Well, Helvig is in a better place, and Sir Jorian probably isn't in a worse one.
Seems kind of frustrated because they cost quite a bit of money for her. But she understands. She asks if she can provide anything to you in the meantime.
Well, I think we're decently equipped to go out on our next adventure. We're not begging for scraps here. Not yet, anyway.
Maybe we should just do like the Final Fantasy grind thing where we just walk back and forth outside the gate of town.
Yeah, we'll stay within a 5-mile radius of town.
Just wander around and get into combat.
Long rest between each encounter. Let's go.
The O'tamu asks if you managed to find Vorn. Deal.
That would be a no.
Haven't quite said it yet, but you can obviously see on their faces. Well, you can't really see her face, but you can see it on his face. Like, what are we paying you for?
Great
Flip the tab,
question.
I'm not going to fetch anything for you if I'm dead.
He wonders if you've had any progress at all on any clues to the whereabouts of this soulmonger.
No, I have not. I made it about 10 miles up the river and I almost died.
He says, okay, so what's the next step? What are you going to do?
We are still discussing that right now.
It's like, I don't have a lot of time. She's trying to be patient, but obviously she's not happy.
So what is my like how hardcore was this whole deal? Like, is this something that drug me down here? Like, I'm not sure what my I know I'm doing
the
job
death
for
curse.
these people.
They were paying you to find this group. Oh, and he pays you the money that he says he owed you. He's not happy that Azaka didn't come back. But what did he say? 100 gold?
I thought the 100 was, or is it 500 for returning the
500 for that, but 100 for finding the group.
Yeah.
So he gives you the 100 gold. But then says he will you journey out with the rest of this group and help them news about the soulmonger to help his friend.
I will do what I can. I am a man of my word. But I just let you know it's going to take some time.
So if there's not much else y'all need from them, is there anything else y'all need from Syndra?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
No. Left there. Been in town for about a week now. 12 days have passed since you've been in Chult. The 12th day, it's raining most of the day. Storms throughout the week, nothing crazy.
So does anybody have any preference as to which direction?
We get the big map.
So we've got Death River, Pirate Peninsula, and then we had another idea. We could go down the other river.
I still really want to head towards Mbala because the knowledge that there was, what was there? Was there like an oracle or something?
That's what the possessed guy told you. Possessed.
I like the idea of finding an oracle because that sounds like if they know what they're talking about, and I would believe a possessed guy, to be honest. That sounds weird, but I'd believe a possessed guy. So I think going back down the first Death River and trying to get to Mbala would be a good idea.
Vorn's in that direction too, which is what these people are getting all up on my shit about.
Sounds like a compelling enough reason to me.
Not
And
looking
also,
forward
we
to the
might be
river,
falling, we won't be falling too far behind the Emerald Enclave, so that might be
Marginally safer.
yeah.
They'll kill all the things ahead of them.
we're a good week behind them since we just spent it.
There are only so many Velociraptors in the jungle.
Well, I don't know if we will be able to capitalize on them clearing out the trail for us, but if we plan on doing so, we should make preparations for departure.
Is that the plan?
I believe so.
I think so.
Back down Shoshenstar.
Yeah. Before we go, say we sell off the canoe.
The one you came in or the extra one you picked up?
The extra one we picked up. The one with fewer bloodstains on it.
Make a charisma persuasion check for whoever wants to.
That would not be me.
I'll do it.
Believe in you.
And I will guidance myself.
Touch
Hey,
yourself.
there you go.
Let's see.
Sorry, the girlfriend called. What did we do in the last 2 minutes?
You're dead.
Ooh, good roll.
Sorry.
All right, so you get 35 gold for it.
Hang on. Oh, okay. That probably doesn't matter then. Yeah, we'll take 35. Split that, pocket about 8 extra gold each, rolling in it now. And I'm going to rebuy some rations and bolts. And let's see, we want a rain catcher.
I'm buying a lot of incense and gourds again.
Yeah, get some bug spray.
Make all your purchases that you need.
So the bug spray or whatever, that how much is that? Like how long is that last?
It's one
24
gourd.
hours.
One gourd was 20 charges, and that was a day's worth.
I think so.
And a block protected you overnight.
I'm gonna buy a couple of those then. How much are those each?
Buying
Um,
arrows.
It was 1 gold for the liquid applicant. I don't know how much the burning block was.
I think. Hang on, let me look it up real quick. Damn it! I just had the page and I flipped off it. 1 silver piece for the incense, 1 gold piece for 20 applications for 24 hours, and it's not waterproof. Waterproof.
Wait, I thought it was waterproof.
It is waterproof. My mistake. I read it wrong.
Okay, so I basically have 40 days worth of liquid repellent then.
I think I'm ready to roll.
That's ready to go.
Yeah.
I think so.
Have we all done our leveling up and stuff? Yeah, then I think we're good.
Let's see. Costs in case you were interested.
You got
They're
what?
50, I think healing potions are 50 gold each.
We're not buying healing potions.
Don't you report that?
All right. Okay, so down to the river, going the same route.
Yeah, it's just the one river.
What pace are you going at?
Well, reckless disregard of the environment didn't work out very well. I suggest a cautious pace.
So
We
slow?
can travel. We can travel at a normal pace. I can retain my full passive perception.
Or we could get a boost to passive perception.
I take no penalties moving at a half pace or at a full pace.
Right, so your first day, you go along the coast. You get to the mouth of the river, camp out. Miles. It's been steady rainfall, pounding rain in the afternoon, which seemed like a good idea to stop then. Camp, but then you set out again after that.
Okay, so my power, my shot. Hailing outside. Exciting.
Yeah, I'm just putting in chat. I might bail if this storm gets blowing here in a little bit.
All right, another 20 miles downstream. 14. It is a dry day. There's no rain. Keep on chugging.
Keep on chugging.
Events. You pass by a very familiar rock where there was a large turtle sitting on it.
I'll take off my hat, just kind of rest it against my chest.
I'll curl my whip up and hold it to my heart.
Trumpet.
It's making good time now, judging by Lee's estimations. About 3 days from Camp Righteous.
Well, it's going pretty well so far.
Don't jinx us.
Get, do we get a long rest if we hit that 7 traveling?
Maybe if nothing happens.
Okay.
See, how many days out have y'all been now?
That was day number 3, I think.
So yeah, day 15 in all. Steady rainfall that day. Still not too bad. Haven't really come across any terrible weather. You, as you are pulling your canoe up to get ready to camp out and cast your spell, see some giant frogs down the path. When I say giant, I'm talking as big as a horse.
Do they look like they would make good pets?
They
Let's
look
ask
like
the professor.
check.
Nature?
Yeah, they're coming pretty noisily. They're about 100 feet from you.
Why do I always roll bad on nature checks?
They make great pets, don't they?
Lee is really unsure of what to think of these frogs.
Oh man, I'm sure what to think about these frogs. I'm a druid who says nature can go die.
There's 7 of them in total.
I hide.
What?
Everybody want to try to hide from them?
Yeah, I'll do that too with that sweet disadvantage.
It's because of heavy armor.
Yep.
Hiding? Hiding.
I got a 13 stealth. Good God.
2. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Right. You all duck into the forest. They hop through you. You see them eating sort of anything that they can get their hands on. It. They look pretty hungry. Perhaps the dry weather's made it kind of difficult for them later to find some food. Eventually, they hop on past you. It doesn't seem that they noticed you.
Hell yeah.
That's a relief. On the other hand, we could have had frog legs.
Or the frog legs could have had us.
That's the most likely outcome, yes.
You each get 9 experience points.
All right.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
And you set on back out on your mission after camping out that night, of course.
Halfway to level 2, baby.
It's no fly.
No flying, no swimming.
Right. On your 4th day out in the afternoon, there's a pretty heavy downpour with a gale. You're not going to be able to go too far downriver.
Is that
The river
kind of
swells. The
difficult
river swells
terrain?
up, and the waves would stop you from doing any travel. I'm sorry. What did you say? You say, Joe?
Cough, cough. Is that difficult terrain?
It's not difficult terrain. It's your canoe can't go downriver. Now you can continue to walk, but it will slow down your pace considerably. Better probably just to wait it out.
I think we should just establish a better camp and ride out the storm.
Sounds.
Everybody agree?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Actually, overnight goes down to steady rainfall and clears up into a drizzle. That morning, you head back out. It's going through all of your characters' minds while you are getting closer to Camp Righteous.
We have made it so far.
This is a lot safer than I remembered.
Yeah, this is way less deadly than before.
Another group of Arakokra fly overhead. 3
Are
of them
they-
this time, and they're heading southwest again. Looks like they're coming from the mountains.
Interesting.
Okay.
Other than that, it's a fairly eventful day. It turns to night. Mostly just drizzle throughout the day. When you wake up in the morning, there's a steady rainfall again. Make a nature check, Lee.
Yeah. Let's see. This time I won't flub it. 16.
Judging by the clouds, it looks like it might turn into heavier rainfall throughout the day. Looks like you got another storm coming up. It's morning time. You're probably, judging by your map, you think you're about 10 to 15 miles from Camp Righteous. Probably be about another day of travel.
Okay.
Slow and steady at this rate, I think, is the way to go.
The steady rain turns into strong rainfall, swelling up the river. Are you going to continue?
Maybe
might
we
wanna
should.
pull off.
Yeah, let's
that-
pull up the canoe and not capsize.
It takes a while for it to break. Looks like it rains pretty heavy through the night. When you wake up the next day, it's still raining pretty heavy.
How far are we from the camp?
10, 15 miles.
Do we want to try hoofing it?
Question is, can we take the canoe with us? Might be too tough.
Well, I was thinking just tie a rope to it and just walk along the shore.
Drag it with us? Yeah, that could work as long as it's raining. Maybe if it stops, we can hop back in.
Right.
Probably move at a slow pace doing that. You'd probably take you 2 days to travel that way.
Well,
I say let's go for it.
we'd still be heading forward rather than sitting around waiting.
What's this going through your minds as you're just
All this rain and chainmail is really depressing. I should get some waterproof armor.
Feeling pretty miserable considering I come from a very dry country.
like there's no alcohol?
Oh, there's alcohol.
Now, your visibility is pretty limited, about 50 yards. Really can't see a whole lot.
Maybe we should wait this out. We got the spell or whatever that can find us shelter or whatever. Because this seems like a very easy way to get snuck up on by something.
It certainly is an inhospitable environment.
Yeah.
Shit, maybe we ought to ride it out. I thought we'd be able to make more headway than what we are.
Yeah. So is that what y'all are doing?
Yeah. So how about we pull up the canoe on the shore and then we get some branches just suspended over us in a roof.
That sounds.
It's a
Yeah.
tent canoe.
All right. See. It gets even worse going into the afternoon and the night. This rainfall turns into pounding rain. There is an electrical storm overhead. You hear lightning popping all through the forest. Doesn't break up through the night, though. Unfortunately, Dr. Burt's well protected. You've had to move further inland from the river as it's beginning to flood significantly. The next morning, after you all wake, wet, tired, there's jungle noises all around you. It's still pounding rain.
When will this rain ever end?
Check.
Let's see. 14.
Think it should probably break by the afternoon.
Pretty good.
Case scenario within the next 24 hours.
Well, we could possibly rest through the day and then try to power it out past nightfall. We seem to be getting pretty close to our objective.
And also keep in mind too, once it stops raining, that river's still going to be high. It's not going to instantly go down.
But there won't be as many waves. So Lee tells you.
Fair.
So there's going to be a lot of waves.
It's the big thing is it's just kind of like pushing. Remember, you guys are going upstream.
Yeah, maybe just wait for the rain to die then and then start hoofing it again.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Afternoon, the rain's not pounding nearly as bad as it was. It's a pretty steady rainfall still. Nice and wet. You can't remember the last time you saw the sun. It doesn't look like it's getting any worse. So it looks like the storm is probably passing by.
This must be what the United Kingdom is like.
Well, let's start heading back out again.
Okay, so after traveling a good 10 hours or so, it starts to get dark. Still raining pretty steadily, but you come upon an abandoned riverside camp strewn with wreckage. It looks like the tents are moldy and tattered. All the permanent structures appear to have been burnt to the ground, through which you could see. Now, there's 2 intact rowboats tied up to a short dock, but north of the camp is a ridge built into which is an 80-foot tall stone statue carved to look like a man with a crocodile on his back. The statue's feet is a stone archway leading to a dark tunnel. To the left of the statue is a crude animal pen with a small panicked bird running around inside of it in the rain. There's no other signs of life.
I'm afraid this might be Camp Righteous.
Yeah.
Judging by where it is on the map, it looks probably to be the case.
Well, I'm hesitant to make this suggestion, but Dr. Burt, do you think you might be able to speak with that bird?
I do believe I can. I'll speak with the. I'll cover the bird. How will I get it trained on?
Hold on. Let me load this up real quick.
Oh, it's a cockatrice.
Yeah, it's a CR5 bird.
It pecks me and I die. Okay.
Turns out dinosaurs have feathers, and we just misdiagnosed a T-Rex.
Ah. The pygmy T-Rex. It bites the same.
Yeah.
Very different size.
15 on my hide check.
Oh, look. Who knew Vaston's here?
Nobody. That's the point.
Ha. That's the Vaston rule.
Stealth up to the. I stealthed up to the bird.
Hang on. Dealing with X of this bastard.
Everybody else is making good checks. I'm here for the comic relief. Let's go.
Hey, at least you didn't like nearly have your character die 2 sessions in a row.
Hey, 11's not bad. Clomp, clomp. I'm not actually sneaking anywhere, though.
Guys, I'm fiddling with them. Some settings so I can get this to work the way it's supposed to.
This is a
look
very
like-
dark campsite.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Hang on.
Dave, I'd like to cast light.
It is nighttime, you guys, or almost nighttime.
Will a torch burn in the rain?
That'll never be able to.
Well, Faadil, if you hold out the torch, I can light it.
That's good.
Ta-da!
Now, can you see?
Yes.
Ding. It's got 20 bright and 20 dim.
That's not a small bird, Dave.
It is a small bird.
It's a chocobo.
It's a chocobo. So what are we doing here in the camp? And you are all... Put that there. Quit doing that.
What? We over here?
It's not your token.
That man is
Yeah, it
being
is.
cuddled by an alligator.
Let's see.
It's a cuddle gator.
Oh yes, how could I forget? So yes, here's the camp.
Well, I think the two priorities would be perhaps investigate the strange bird and then whatever this sort of cave temple thing is.
I don't know if you can see up here at the top, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that's a nice not panoramic, isometric view. Cool.
We might also check out the tents to see what, like, if there was any supplies left behind.
It's a good idea.
Okay. So yeah, there's a make a nature check, Lee. Are you guys gonna go explore the
I think we're gonna check
bird?
out the bird first.
Yeah, we want to be backup for Dr. Burt.
Not one.
Job,
I
Lee.
literally
You-
can't identify animals.
Yeah, you have no idea what it is, but it looks like it's. Oops, I don't want to put you inside there. Kind of large, flightless bird with a sharp-looking beak, relatively small, probably about the size of, well, about that size. Pin getting rained on, doesn't look too happy. Kind of squawks at you.
Okay. I ritual cast talk to animals.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm gonna do
Please
it.
God,
I'm
don't
gonna,
let
I'm
me
gonna
die.
back away 5 feet from the pin and suggest everyone else
Yeah,
do
I'm
the same.
stealthing and I'm like, I can't control that token of mine.
Yeah, I'd probably be hiding behind one of the
Yeah,
tents.
it's really annoying. I thought we tied the tokens to you guys, but for whatever reason, it didn't save.
We have to drop. If we go to our like character list and we drag our name onto the screen, it drops a token
Here,
that
Dr.
we
Bird.
can control.
Okay, then why don't you all do that then?
And then if you could delete the originals, so we just have the.
We're not Helvig anymore.
Helvig is huge.
Dr. Bird's just gonna talk to the bird
Yeah, I don't
from
know
back
how to
here.
change my picture for that.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
You can yell.
I'll hide up
Then
by
they-
the toes and I'll keep watch.
Then the sound of the rain, it's pretty quiet.
How do I get my deal out there? Because when I drug my name over there, it dropped.
And
the
I'm
bank.
trying to get it for you.
Did you drag the name? Try dragging the image next to your name.
No, his
Yeah,
is
the-
probably still tied to his Helfig token.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Dr. Burt, you'll need to be a bit closer to that bird to speak with it, I'd imagine. I'll go with you.
Sounds good. Talk to the bird. Do you want to talk? Might not self.
Okay, so you're. This thing frustrates me.
Self.
Okay, so now you should be able to control your guy, Clint.
Yeah, I can't click on him.
My God. Oh. Okay.
Okay, I got him.
Okay.
And I'm stealthing behind this tent.
You've cast your spell,
Yes.
and the bird's looking at you, and he's like, "Hello."
I say hello.
E?
What? I didn't... What's going on?
E? Kind of at you, and he's kind of bobbing his head. Scoots up,
Like in a friendly way?
like moving his head towards the gate there. Gate's tied with, looks like a...
I think it one's free.
I do too. The bird attack us.
a nature check.
I think our natural historian over.
She already did, so she has no idea. Bopping up against the fence like it wants to get out.
It's a...
You have no idea.
All right. Well, guys, do I let the bird go?
I think so.
Okay, I let
No.
the bird. We have.
Yeah, I'm thinking we don't have a whole lot to gain from this. Perhaps we just leave the bird.
It's a trapped animal. Just let it go and it wouldn't bother us.
Tell you what, why don't you let it go? We'll stand over here.
Fine, I will. I'll walk up and open the gate.
Trying to talk to the kind of like, hey, why are you trapped in here? Is
Why was there a fire?
there a fire?
Dead man.
Where?
Man.
You think-
Maybe it's the undead.
That does not bode well.
I don't know what you're talking about. Only go. Come on, bird. Let's get out of here.
Letting him out. Cut the rope. The fence slowly slides open. It makes kind of a purring noise. Steps towards you. Initiative.
Step towards Bert or towards me?
Towards Bert. Patter of rain all around. Bert, it's coming at you. Not aggressively, not quickly, but it is coming towards you.
How many days? 5 days?
6 days since you got here.
Just a heads up. I'm probably gonna bounce after whatever happens.
It'll be
Alright.
11:30. I'm gonna assume not gonna lightly stale goodberry.
Eats the good berry from your hand.
Okay.
Makes its way north into the bushes, running pretty quickly.
Well, that's about as good an outcome as I suppose we could have hoped for.
Take 10
See, I
experience.
told you so, Red.
And yet you didn't let it go.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean I didn't let it go?
What do you think I mean? You weren't the one who let it go.
I was the one that opened the gate.
Oh, you didn't press the buttons, didn't it?
So, yeah, I'm probably gonna call it right there then, because this storm's blowing in right about now.
We'll say you're off checking some stuff out. We'll go till
Guard the boat. I don't know what he would guard it from.
Alligators.
Other boats.
I'll keep an eye out for every.
He's
But, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off here, guys.
All right.
Good luck with whatever else you do tonight. Don't
all right. See you, Clint.
Bye, Clint.
see
Like,
you.
What's in the tents? Checking out all these tents.
Which one's the large ones or the smaller ones?
We're at the large.
I'm gonna stay up on the thing and keep watch.
Keep and watch. Checking the
Tents. The larger ones looked like they were probably command tents. Value that might have been in there were pretty thoroughly removed. Pretty empty.
Looks like this one's been stripped. Does it look like it's been messed up, or people have carefully removed things?
Not carefully so much, but definitely quickly removed.
Like people perhaps leaving in a haste.
Yeah.
Other than the destroyed buildings, are there any signs of violence?
No, not immediately. There's no bodies.
Are there any footprints?
The rain's probably washed away most of what would have been there.
Well.
I can attempt to track it. Or maybe identify what it is.
Identify what?
The footprints.
I'd say there. I said the footprints have been washed away.
Oh, I thought you said we're mostly washed away.
Yeah, I mean there's some, but go ahead and make a survival check if you want.
I think I actually get. Yeah, it's a 14.
Pretty difficult to tell.
Well, looks like
If it happens to be undead, like we're guessing, I get advantage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll advantage.
Wow, I wonder why I have advantage.
Oh,
I'm keeping
Same.
that 14.
Really tell what's going on here.
That's because I have favorite enemy undead.
looks like whoever was occupying this camp, Order of the Gauntlet, was it? Seems to have left in a hurry. Do you think they might be inside this shrine building they have here?
maybe so. See why this skeletal man's hugging this alligator.
What's that building down to the south?
More permanent wooden structure. Looks like it's been burned out.
Looks like it was a shrine of some sort. I'm gonna go check it out.
May as well glance at it.
Like it was probably a shrine to Torm. Interestingly, there's still a holy symbol hanging from a leather thong inside on the wall.
I'll take it. I'm polytheistic now.
Just behind here, you could see what looks like used to be latrines, and of course some more, and or some more just up the hill to which the large alligator on his back sits.
I think we should check out the interior of the crocodile/alligator.
Yeah, we can do that.
Ancient looking place, probably hundreds if not thousands of years old.
Presumably it's dark inside, so I will take the torch with light on it and let's go.
So heroic.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, looks like pushing through opens up into, looks like a passageway with 23-foot high ceilings. There's cobwebs everywhere. Stone tile floors covered with thick layer of mud, creepers, blown in leaves.
Well, slowly and carefully proceeding. Does it look like we're about to walk into another wall of cobwebs?
Hey, real quick. Go take a step back, Dr. Burt. Bed. The floor drops underneath of you. You fall. Before you know it, you're falling, and you hit the ground.
Oh,
Pretty hard. 8 damage from the fall.
8 damage, okay.
There's a narrow ledge all around now, but you are 20 feet down.
I can drop a rope.
So, yeah, Lee throws a rope down for you.
Thanks. I'll climb back up.
Yeah, it looks like it was pretty hard to see the trap door with all the leaves and mud and stuff in there.
Best to be a bit more careful from now on. So is that just on my side of the corridor, or is it the whole gap?
I'll
Use my prehensile tusk. Nose. Test.
I'll make a perception check to search for traps.
Yeah.
I got a 22 to check for more traps.
Doesn't seem to be anything within your immediate vicinity. Though you do get a sneaking suspicion that there's probably some more throughout the place.
We should have
Gotcha.
a vision range of about 20 feet. Can we see what's on the other side of the ledge at all?
Cobwebs are obscuring most of your vision, so I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick.
Well, let's see here. Does anyone have a long pole we could use to gather up the cobwebs and get them out of the way so we can see what's through there?
The long pole, a part of adventure.
Don't think so.
Let's just grab a tent pole from outside.
That's a good idea. Use the
Yeah,
stuff
grab-
that's here.
You got a 10-foot pole.
Then we got a 10-foot pole. A tent pole.
All right, and you're able to clear away some more of the cobwebs. We'll make a dex check, whoever wants to try to do it. Just straight up dex. Acrobatics.
Maybe.
Dex acrobatics.
Lee, while you're trying to clear out the cobwebs, you fall into the pit. But at least you successfully cleared out the cobwebs. Take 6 falling damage.
Okay.
Is this another one of those deadly encounters, Dave?
I'm not listening to Jordan anymore.
Who's Jordan?
I'm not listening to Dr. Bird anymore.
I'm sorry that your rolls suck.
You have a clear shot to the. Looks like some more cobwebs going a little bit further down. There is a. And the floor is level with you across from where you can see, but then it looks like it raises up. And the cobwebs there.
I have a thorn whip. It has a range of 30 feet. Can I just 30 feet whip up some cobweb?
Yeah.
Whip all those.
You do this after I grab the pole and fall in?
I'll leave. You got that rope with you?
Yeah.
Toss it up here.
Looks like
Climb back
there's
up.
a 7-foot ledge that rises up. You really can't see beyond that.
Well, how are we going to get across this gap?
So there's a small ledge across the side there that you can scoot along.
Let's try to sidle across the thing.
All right.
Need
Sidle.
acrobatics checks.
Oh dear. Can I guidance myself? Can I guidance us across one at a time?
Did you just roll a 6, Lee?
No! That probably doesn't pass.
Not. You take 8 more damage as you fall into the pit again.
Fuck you, Jordan. Sorry.
This is
PG.
not my
That's
fault.
my one use threat.
Boy.
It's bad.
Right, Lee, you're in the pit.
Do you want us to just climb? Here, I'll take one for the team. Am I being guidance?
Yes, definitely.
Acrobatics. That's a negative.
+3.
That's a 16.
Good
And
job.
that should be enough without the D4.
I'll help Professor Lee climb up out of the pit.
Yeah, and I'll use some rope to lower myself down safely, and then get to the other side.
I'll pull him up out of the pit.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Dr. Burt.
Dr. Burt has to make another one?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. It's a 9.
How far away is Lieutenant Reverence?
15.
Once you step onto the
Planes.
platform, Dr. Burt, a pair of scythes come flying out of the wall. You try to dodge, but unfortunately, they pretty good. Take 15 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
Alright, so let's and call it a night.
I think we should take a long rest in the pit.
This pit is deadly. Nothing would follow us here.
You're gonna live in the pit for a week.
Oh boy.
What are you doing as these blades have flown through?
Is there any way we could jam the blades or anything?
You make an investigation check. I assume that Dr. Burt is lying on the floor crying.
Yeah, I got stabbed a couple times. I'm happy about my life now.
Sorry, give me a sec. I had to reload the page. You said investigation? No, I haven't taken proficiency in this because I haven't multi-classed yet.
Spot check because you're down in the pit.
What?
Spot check because you're down in the pit. Or perception, God.
11.
You shout up to Dr. Burt, maybe you could jam something into the like some metal spikes or a dagger or something to keep the blades from coming out.
I have a hammer and pythons.
I have some insect repellent.
We can just jam a corpse in there. That's what you do in Skyrim.
That's true, and it works every time.
Ooh, there's that rain. Well, I don't want to climb up on that ledge.
It's a great ledge, trust me.
I don't trust you, Dr. Burt.
No, that was sarcasm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna lower myself a bit.
Can you see a trigger plate up there, Dr. Burt?
Well, do I see a trigger plate up here, Dr. Dave?
Perception.
$15.
No, you didn't. Pressure plate, but it's probably going to be more difficult than jamming up the blades themselves. You probably have to remove the entire plate and disarm it that way.
If we know where it is, can we avoid stepping on it?
Potentially, but it looks like the entire floor, from what Dr. Bird can see, could potentially trigger the trap. It also looks like there's more areas up ahead where the blades can come out.
Ah.
Show you.
So, this place had relatively high ceilings, right?
23-foot high ceilings, yes.
Are there any outcroppings or things we might be able to tie a rope along?
Potentially, yeah.
I'll cast light on the ceiling and see if anything pops out.
Pretty just mostly just rough stonework. Other than those niches where the blades come out, it doesn't look like it's going to be easy to tie something.
And I don't think we want to tie our ropes to a blade, even if that were possible.
I don't know what to do then.
Well, it was a good effort, team.
Win some, you lose some. Now let's go take a long rest.
We walked into an abandoned building. Whoop, that's it for the week.
I only have so many hit points. Not a lot of those left.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
You're going to cure wounds yourself?
Are you below half health?
Yes.
How much are you missing below half health? What's your max? What's your current?
Max is 20. I'm at 6.
Okay, and then Dr. Burt said what? Did you say 2 out of 17?
20 and
5. Oh, wow, you've got 20 health. Wow.
got a +3 con modifier.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice right now. So I can channel divinity and restore up to 10 health total up to maximum of half. So I can give Lee 2 and then throw the remaining 8 at Dr. Burt. Get you both up to half.
How do you get 20 from that? It should be 19, shouldn't it?
Dice. Sorry, I can heal for 10, which is 5 times my cleric level. and then I can restore people up to half their health using my channel divinity.
So you can give me 5 HP.
5? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were at 2, but I forgot how much life you had already. Yes, so 5 for you, 2 for Lee, and I am at half health, so I cannot benefit.
Still eerily quiet. Just a smack of rain. He's holding the torch. You cast light, didn't you, Red?
Yeah. So that's light coming from the ceiling now, and it's got a 40-foot range, so pretty much the whole place should be well lit.
You still can't see above that ledge, though.
Well, as long as Dr. Burt seems to be on the ledge and not actively triggering the trap, I would like to climb the rope most of the way up to the ledge and see what I can see without standing on it.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Oh wow, that's the rain.
Just a 12.
And it looks like you can probably stop the blade. You see 4 different niches. Don't know if you guys can see it, but it's here, here.
Yeah. 4 different alcoves.
Yeah, it looks like you can jam something in those. Maybe a python dagger would probably stop it. You could probably do it without. You could probably get Dr. Burt to do it without getting his head cut off.
You think a bolt would do it? I've got a bunch of those.
Right.
Yeah, we might want something more reliable, though. Well, Dr. Bird, I've got these bolts if you want to try jamming it in there.
Try jamming it in the one that I am.
Make a strength check. In there. Loosely.
I'll try again. That's a 5.
Yeah, you're not sure you're gonna be doing any better on that particular one.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
So you got 2 pythons stuck in there now. You going for a third? I'll let you do it at advantage.
Sorry.
That's a 4.
Good dex save.
No.
The 3.
Holy cow. Okay. Ooh, triggered the blades again. 23 damage.
I am down.
Dr. Bird.
Wait, are either of us up there to be able to like reach him and drag him off?
I'm hanging right off the ledge.
Yeah. Red, you want to make a strength check to try to drag him off?
Sure. Seven.
Not a save, a check.
Sorry. Well,
It's
I
gonna
don't
be the
have
same either way.
proficiency, so it'd be the same.
Yeah, you can't drag him, and go ahead and make a dex athletics, or excuse me, dex. Yeah, acrobatics.
Well, I probably can't guidance myself, so just straight.
When should I start making death saves?
Oof.
I've got a 4.
You fall back down in the hole, take 7 damage. Dr. Burt's bleeding out. Go ahead. Lee, you got an action. You're down on the pit.
I'll offer like so he doesn't have to climb onto the ledge. If Red wants to like, I can give him a boost. Like he can climb on my shoulders or something, or I could climb on his shoulders. Either way, to where one of us could attempt to drag Dr. Burt down.
Prone right now.
Well, I'll offer for him to like try to climb up on me to pull Dr. Burt next round.
I'll have 10 feet above you. You're in a 20-foot pit.
Yeah, and then climb speed's half. I spend half my movement getting up. I can climb up like 5 feet.
So how much room is there between like the blade and the edge, do I think?
Fairly decent. It looks like the only reason Bert triggered it because he was doing such a piss poor job of hammering Titans into the holes.
I'll try to get up onto the ledge.
Try to climb up.
Yeah.
Using a rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you climb 15 feet. You're almost at the ledge. Dr. Burt, make a death save.
4.
His breathing is getting ragged. Red, you're prone.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up, and then Lee is climbed up. How far?
15 feet.
15 feet.
I would like to cast guidance on Lee so she can do a better job trying to haul Dr. Bird out of there.
Okay. Lee.
I'll climb the rest of the way up and try to move him.
Okay, athletics check to go move along the ledge.
Athletics?
Or acrobatics.
Either one even that good.
Get that D4.
Job.
I don't need a D4 for that one. I'll try to drag him down.
Where you're at?
Yeah, I'll try to drag him just to safety. Just
Make a strength check at disadvantage because you're kind of in an awkward angle from him.
That's a save.
Touch me.
No,
I don't know the typing.
Roll D20 twice.
I think it's that. No, I get a 12.
You're able to grab him. You are standing on the ledge. You've got his arms in your hands and he's dangling.
Is he like hanging off the ledge? I'm trying to picture
Pull down to the pit.
What?
Feet are, you've got your back to the wall while you are holding onto his arms and he's dangling.
Like dangling over the pit.
Yes.
Okay, well if I drop him, he probably dies.
It's probably true.
But like that's my action and stuff.
Red. Or I'm sorry, Dr. Burt, make your death save.
That's a 1.
That
Okay.
kills you. A
Oh,
1
yeah,
is
he's got
2
one
failed
more.
death saves.
Oh.
Fuck. Oh, we needed Dr. Burt.
Dr. Burt stops breathing.
Oh. Jeez. I don't like this place.
I don't like it either, Lee.
You're in the bottom of the pit. You look up and you see Dr. Burt's head hanging. but already she can kind of tell that he's probably no longer with you. Splatters against the bottom of the pit floor.
Okay, guys. Next character needs to be a Grave Domain Cleric because they get 30-foot Spare the Dying.
Wouldn't
Anything
that
else?
be lovely?
Anything else before we call it here?
I don't think we're gonna achieve anything else.
Pit with a dead elephant man.
Hey, Dave.
Hey,
Would
Joe.
I know anything about a weird statue in the middle of the jungle?
Kind of a weird time to ask. As you're... she dropped like...
I probably should have asked this like half an hour ago.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Like, would
And
I
you can
know
do
if
it at
this...
advantage.
Ooh. I know history. I really know history. That's a 20.
In
Not
the
nat-
early days of the world, man stood by the banks of a river
Oh.
frightened. Crocodile raised his head from the water and asked, "What troubles you, cousin man?" Man said, "I must cross this river, but I fear to enter the water alone because it teems with your brethren." Crocodile replied, "It's true. You would not be safe, but I'll carry you across the river safely on my back, if you promise to return the favor." Man agreed, and Crocodile bore him safely across the water. When they reached the far bank, Man asked, "How can I repay you?" Crocodile replied, "I wish to see the realm of humans, but I fear to go there alone because it teems with your brethren. You must carry me on your back across your realm." But a promise is a promise, so he carried Crocodile safely on his back across the entire realm of humans, a journey that lasted many years. He also swore in his anger that never again would Man and Crocodile be friends, and so it remains to this day.
I think this story was actually about Man and Snapping Turtle.
Or Man in Ancient Crap.
Okay, that might have been really good to know half an hour ago. From now on, I need to ask about lore for every location.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. On the other hand, I don't know that we got too much useful information out of it.
I don't know either. Maybe if Dr. Burt was still here, he could shapeshift into a crocodile, and the crocodile could walk through the place unharmed.
We make an intelligence check.
Make an intelligence check?
Straight up intelligence.
Is that both of us?
Straight
or
up
just Lee?
Both of you. So he told you the story.
Yeah, I was distracted.
That was a 10.
So you kick yourself, Lee, and you think that maybe if you imitate Man and Crocodile, you may not trigger the traps.
So if we just ride piggyback. I'm sorry, Dr. Burt.
You say to his lifeless corpse.
Are there
a
any
good
good
berry.
berries in his pocket?
I was going to say a good berry rolls out of his pocket and hits your foot. It's so
Well,
much life. And even though he probably killed Helvig, he didn't deserve to die like that.
To a trap.
I mourn Dr. Burt, and I will eat the good berry in the remembrance of Dr. Burt.
Be careful, those good berries will make you fat.
I've got like 3,000 calories a pop.
I know. Why do you think Dr. Bird is fat? Because he nothing but
It
good
reminds
berries.
me of the scene in Lord of the Rings where they're like, wait, one bite feeds you for a day? How many did you eat?
But the Limbus.
Yeah, the Limbus.
Wait, well, I think I'm gonna cut it.
What
soon.
is it? I think Pippin says like 4.
Pippin.
Dave, you want to sign us off?
I'm
trying to get...
scared. I
Guys,
don't like this adventure.
I didn't expect to see Dr. Bird get killed, so that was kind of surprising and kind of sad.
Well, I don't know, Dave. Maybe if you don't throw 48 damage traps at us.
Well, you get better at hammering pythons into a wall.
Oh, excuse me.
Jordan,
I'll
you
just
did kind of flub those rolls.
I'll just improve probability.
I would like to point out that this is probably the second time that Lee involuntarily got a member of the party killed, and that Joseph has said since the beginning that he's working very hard towards getting an artifact for his other characters.
Wait,
so
how did I involuntarily get him killed?
I just remembered I should do a lore check. Oh, we should ride piggyback.
That was Joseph the player being an idiot.
You know, it was all this rain coming around. It was a distracting moment for you all.
Very distracting.
I wrote a note in my like PDF character sheet to ask for lore every time we enter a place from now on.
Yeah, wasn't that the whole point of this character was to
Yes,
get
and I
through?
was playing it stupid, and I'm sorry, Jordan.
Oh, it's okay.
If I reach level 3, I'll give you my legendary.
It's okay.
We learn through experience.
The only person I'm holding to this.
Yeah,
Does this mean that we get?
if Dave tries to sloth off responsibility on anybody else, that's just a smokescreen.
Yeah, Dave was like, "You guys need a guide," and then he kills the guide before the guide even is useful.
I didn't kill the guy.
14 Velociraptors, Dave.
No, that's what I rolled randomly. I can't do anything about random rolls. I swore.
Oh, when
I would
when I roll something, it's flubbing a roll. But when you roll something,
Hey, it's I made a promise to myself with this game that I would not flub any rolls. Whatever I rolled is just what I come up with.
In
So
fairness,
I rolled for Velociraptors and I rolled for 14 of them.
Dave didn't flub the roll. He got like a crit.
Yeah, it's a 3d6 Velociraptors jump out the bush and attack you. That's what
3d6 Velociraptors, that's pretty damn scary.
that's what it said. They're only challenge rating 1/4 monsters, but when you've got
14
that
of
many
them.
of them, yeah,
You're
it only
outnumbered.
takes 2 to get an automatic hit with somebody with armor class 12.
You're outnumbered 7-1. You know, action economy is a thing.
That's worrying. That's really worrying.
I
That's
really
just something we could come across randomly.
interested to see what you guys do now that you're at the bottom of a pit in a horrible, horrible place.
the corpse.
We wait for
More rescuers.
well, we have another guy outside.
Yeah.
We have Faadil. Maybe he can rescue us. And then maybe Dr. Bird's husband shows up.
Dr. Bird's husband hears about his death and goes,
Right, isn't that your next character, Jordan?
It was a shotgun wedding. No, this place isn't really worth it.
Back to being a Yarhar pirate.
Yeah. It's much more fun robbing people in the high seas than dying on a jungle hellhole.
The good news is Captain Pilfer gets to start at level 2. No! Oh.
Wait, what?
Remember the rule in 5th edition is new characters that come in start level to the lowest. So Faadil is not yet leveled.
So we're never going to advance past level 1?
There'll just be the one person who makes it is like level 8, and they're escorting him around a bunch of children who showed up within a week.
Okay, dude. Can I argue for average party level? Because there will literally be like anybody that dies will just reset to 1 and we will never make progress.
Making progress, the two of you. Oh, I guess you know what? Traps give you experience, so let me do that for you.
Oh, you don't even have
Too
to
bad
share
Dr.
it.
Burt was alive.
No, Dr. Burt was dead. He was killed by the traps.
Oh gosh, I have to look up Xanathars real quick to see how much experience that you
Okay,
got.
but really, no, like if Russell dies, that means he goes to level 1. If I die, I go to level 1, and then we're back to having a level 1 party.
It's true.
I think we'll kind of cycle, and we'll have, at any given moment,
Some level 2s and some level 1s.
yeah. Somebody may even hit level 3, but there's no way everybody gets to level 2 before somebody dies.
Irony is, I'm sure that at least let's see the pit trap.
What is the pit trap worth 300 experience?
Yeah, there were only 400 and wait. There's only 3 of you in the pit trap, right?
I believe
Yeah.
there's only 2.
No, the pit trap we all solved as a group. So that was split at 3 ways.
Quote unquote solved.
217 for the pit trap. Faadil,
Wow, okay, so the pit trap almost levels somebody.
had Clint not left early, he would have gained a level, and your new character would be a level 2.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be a. It's like a random beast. I'm just gonna go to the table. I'm gonna roll a thing like, okay, I'm a 1/4 CR monster.
It could work. It could work.
No, better yet, can I just play that bird that ran off into the woods?
Sure.
That would be easier. I don't making a character sheet. It's too much.
Is it just the 3 of us in Twitch now that everybody leave?
If you want to sign off.
Let's do it. If you want to sign off, that's great.
Oh, you're not gonna do
Well.
the spiel.
I'm really upset that Clint left now.
It's sounds like another successful mission for Dave.
Another X.
Dr. Burt played it pretty safe. I would have thought he would have made it through.
I don't.
It sometimes natural ones just kill you.
It did. Had it not, I imagine Red would have caught you, and